Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Let's Talk Mythology. I'm your host, Cryptic Yellow. Today we'll be headed back to Iceland. It might just back. We'll be headed back to Iceland to meet up with a strange little creature known as the Haywormling. Its other names are Hayworm. So, heads up, just know that I will have a hard time reading these Icelandic words, so I will probably be skipping them. And if you want to purchase the book, I put a link to the website for the book in the description below. And with that, let's begin. So, as a description for it, an adult wormling looks rather shabby after having just emerged from the ground after a long sojourn in the churchyard. It is preparing to transfer its fetus to just know I am reading from the I do not it might so we might learn why it's called this as I'm reading. So hold on. And just know that there may be things that may seem a bit off while I'm reading. So if you hear my voice start just stuttering a bit, it means I got to that part. So let's begin. Little is known of the origin of dogs in Iceland, except for the fact that they are believed to have been brought here by the early settlers. Bones unearthed when digging for ancient remains have not been examined in detail, although this has been done in Greenland, where two different breeds have been identified, one which was similar in size to the Icelandic sheepdog, the other significantly larger, resembling the Irish wolfhound. About the year 990, the country was suffering from a period of starvation, and a farmer named Arnor Wichnos suggested that most or all dogs should be slaughtered so they would not need to be fed. This would save a great many lives. Nigel's saga tells of the dog Sumner, which had been received by Orloff as a present in Ireland, and later given to Gunnar at Heinlein. The dog was large and no worse a companion than a strong man. And Eir saga contains a large deerhound, to mention another example. In 1590, Order Einarsson, who was born in 1559 and died in 1630, bishop of the Episcopal See of Skalholt, stated that in Iceland there are working farm dogs, sheepdogs, pet dogs, and hunting dogs. Uno von Troll, 1746 to 1803, meanwhile, a Swede who later became Archbishop of Uppsala in Sweden, wrote in 1777 that there were three kinds of dogs in Iceland: sheepdogs or shaggy dogs, deerhounds or toy breeds, and dogs were numerous. Peter Hansen Resing, 1625 to 1688, said in his description of Iceland in 1787 that one hardly sees an ordinary farmer without a dog to accompany him. In 1869, the number of dogs in Iceland was estimated at 24,000, although by 1883 and 8 through 1887, the figure had fallen to 10,000, in part as a result of legislation to hinder the spread of tapeworm. Being a dog lover, that is sad to hear. They had to kill off all these dogs because they didn't. Though that is kind of sweet. Because, hang on. That was kind of sweet because they didn't want the dogs to get hurt. So, yeah. The situation at the beginning of the 21st century cannot be stated with any certainty. Yet it is clear that there are many more varieties than in earlier times. Whether all of them are capable of producing the offspring that will now be described, which have most commonly been referred to as a haywormling, or only a select few. There is no way of knowing. It is general knowledge that puppies are born blind. In exceptional instances, however, this may not be so, in which case it is best to act quickly and slaughter such puppies without hesitation. If this is not done, they'll sink into the ground after a certain period of time, and then reappear much later in exactly the same spot. At that point, they are about the size of a wether or a winter's old bull calf, and they have become so ugly that any creature that appears before their eyes will die. Perfect creature, I'd say, because it's almost Halloween. And this thing looks hideous. There is little that can be done about this except to make sure that this abomination will see itself first of all when it emerges out of the ground, as this will cause its sudden death. So it's like a Medusa or a Gorgon thing. So it has a Gorgon dies. If you don't know what that word is, and I think I may have butchered the word up a bit, excuse me. Why is there a penguin? That's not a penguin. It's a chicken. So the word I was saying that has the word Gorgon in it, it basically means to entrance or hypnotize. So this thing has a stare that will kill you. It's probably I'd probably put it in a category of creatures that have like a deadly stare. Like me, hey! But seriously though, I don't know why I drew this thing as being cute. I just couldn't help myself. It's a dog. It's a type of dog. Sources disagree with regard to timing and other aspects. Jean Arne who 1819 to 1888, a folklore collector and 1838 to 1914 from the farm Mini say that puppies are not generally born with sight unless their mother produces a litter of 10 and Ulford 1862 to 1903 has learned from the south of Iceland that they dig themselves down into the ground after a month and remain there for months or years. Most commonly, however, people speak of 3 nights before they vanish and they're returned 3 years later. It's a 3 trope, people. It's a trope of 3. Oh my god, and I just realized I drew 3 chicken eggs in its arms. And 3 feathers. My god. Anywho, Sigfusson, good name, 1855 to 1935, offers yet another version according to which a female dog can only give birth to hay wormlings if it has been able to acquire a raw. Don't start laughing because because what I'm about to say is a chicken, okay? A raw cock's egg and eat it. Others say the raw egg of a hen, which is not much better. These hay wormlings have a total black or a total white body with a red head and feet. Adorable. Well, it's not a bad drawing, it's just a reference. I haven't started drawing yet. They are said to have been born at the farms of I can't say it. In the east. Or and if I'm just gonna skip the words that are in Icelandic because I cannot pronounce them. District and at an unnamed farm in district in the south, among other places. In some instances, narrative versions appear to have become confused to some extent. One, which originally referred to a skoffin, is probably meant to describe the creature dealt with here. It says that a female dog at a certain farm gave birth to 3 sighted puppies, unusually lively specimens, and nursed them in a kitchen corner. And no one paid them particular attention until 3 days later. Then they all vanished. The people on the farm then regretted their carelessness or lack of attention, since they soon realized what was going on. A careful check was kept of the time and place where these freaks of nature were expected to return, but something went amiss. For on that day, a kitchen maid went to do her chores and was found dead by the fireplace shortly afterwards. She showed no sign of injury, and it was therefore suspected that looks from the monstrosities had caused her death. This tale does not tell us whether the abominations were ever found and killed. As the story goes, these pernicious fiends fed on dead bodies in churchyards in a similar fashion as gulukats. So I'm going to draw in what I have here, and then I'm going to go back to reading the little bubbles. Excuse me for a moment. sorry about that. I had to go stop my dogs because they were barking. Oh, why are you saying goodbye? Hold on. Shoot. What's going on? Uh, okay, got it. What are you trying to do? You should understand people you don't know. Okay, okay. Uh, okay, let's see. Are we back? God. Okay, okay. Uh, shoot. Are we back? Okay, we're doing good. What the hey is going on? Okay, so you can hear me. Is the screen back? Shoot. Can you see the screen? Okay, I don't know what's going on. I've. This is a sign, and I just realized something. There's another thing with 3. Oh, you see the Inception screen. Okay. 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 I just realized that this is a 3rd episode of Let's Talk Mythology. And there's a trope of 3. This thing has so many 3s in it. Okay. Right. So let's get to drawing. So as mentioned before, haywormlings have either a totally black body or a totally white body. So yeah, before I go on, I should read the box that just says I'm stuttering. I thought I would be in the zone. Thought I would be like I was last stream. Anywho, haywormling pups have either a black or white body with red feet and head. It is said that they come into existence in the following manner: a haywormling B-word crawls out of the ground and seeks out a henhouse, where it steals an egg and transfers a tiny fetus into it. Then it places the egg in a way of a whelping B-word, which finds it and eats it. Thereby, the abomination has found its way into the digestive system of the host. From there, it crawls between the organs into the placenta, and in due course is born with the other offspring, its eyes remaining open all the time. Hmm. Okay then. So, no, not that color. Okay. So, as a haywormling grows, the red kind of fades away. The red color of their head fades and becomes more of a tan color. Whoa! Forgot which brush I had on. Okay. So I may go silent because I am drawing. So yeah, let's see. So just know I had to move the planning for this episode to a bit later because I went on a trip to North Carolina. So I had to change the schedule of the stream. And luckily, on my other channel, my main channel, which is Mystic Blue, I had finished my little special 3 month stream thing with my second sketch early. So I decided, well, let's change this one day to the other day for this stream. And yeah. And if you want to help support this channel, you can by subscribing, liking, and sharing with your friends. I love it when I can teach others about mythology, which is my most favorite topic. And yeah, I'd love for you all to help spread my love of mythology to friends and love and family. But I guess it would be friends. Frankly, if you did get the book and you saw this thing, you'd see a very vast difference because I'm trying to draw each of these creatures in a really cute style, in my little plush kind of style, I guess. Yeah, it's a plush style. It's really cute. And yeah. So I do plan so later on, after I finish my little second season for Let's Talk Mythology, I want to try to do this one thing with season 3 where I'm going to ask you guys to um, give me to recommend some creatures that I can't draw and talk about. So it would be really fun so I could interact with you guys more. So this creature is known as the haywormling, or is called the hayworm. It's called, I believe it's called this because, I think the reason why it's called this is because of the color, or possibly because, well, the wormling part is because of the long body of it, and the hay part is because it's probably because because it stays underground a lot. It stays in the ground as it's it lives in the ground, kind of. Yeah, that's just kind of what I'm thinking, and probably butchering up. um, so yeah, but I'm actually thinking I might just keep this in a staying true to its gray color. And yeah, okay. If it looks like it's a little ferret, then that's the right image to. Then that's the right image. I don't know why. I find this thing cute, though it can kill you if you look at it. But I just find this thing cute. It might be because I love ferrets, and it looks like a little ferret. I have a problem with ferrets. But yeah. Um, yeah. They do look gross, but behind, but those really gross eyes, if it didn't look shabby, I wouldn't care if it killed me. I'd want to hug it. I'd want to hold it.
Well, snuggle it because it's a little cutie.
Plus, I would never, if I had, if in a circumstance that I'd have to kill the pups, I wouldn't bring myself to it. I can't kill anything that looks like a dog or really an animal. I can't kill anything. I can't. I'm too sweet. I'm an animal lover, and I cannot kill it, especially if it's a mythological creature. I mean, come on, that's cool. So, okay. Arga. Um, Actually, this thing is kind of small. It's the size of a dachshund. Well, really big dachshund or corgi. It's more like a corgi. In height wise, it'd be the size of a corgi, yet it's long like a dachshund. So there are other. Oh my god, it is like a dog. Dogs have eyelashes. This thing got eyelashes. Sorta. Kinda. Oh, right. Now we get to color this thing in. Oh my god, imagine a shark with eyelashes. Interesting, yet terrifying. Let's see. Mm, Uh, hold on a sec. That's good. I like to know someone is drawing because it's kind of nice. It's good to draw. Keep drawing, you get a bit better. You get, you just gotta keep drawing, and sooner or later you'll see you progress each and every day. I mean, I doodle at school. I usually try to doodle all the time at school. Um, but yeah. There we go. That's the only thing you would do at an art school, really. I'm currently looking for some. Though I do plan for later on, I may want to, like, after I finish art school, I may want to try to go to a different school to learn about, to get a minor in mythology. A 2 year, to do 2 years to study mythology. There we go.
No, look at those little feet.
Okay, that whisker is gonna kill me. Right. Where was I? Wait a minute. I forgot the ears. No, I forgot the ears. Oops. I wasn't on the right layer. Okay, there. Let's see. Oh my god, this thing's blending in with the background. Okay. Okay, let's see. Keep forgetting that which brush I'm using. Okay, whew. Back to reading this. All care must be taken when cooling a litter of pups. Those allowed to live must not be able to see it at birth, for if they can, they must be put down immediately. Otherwise, they will disappear into the earth when they are 3 nights old, and rise up again from the same spot after 3 years. But by then, they will have turned into such dreadful monsters that the first person or animal they set eyes on will die. If the worst comes to the worst, precautions must be taken to make sure that the first thing such a pup sees is itself, for then it will doomed for then it will doomed to sudden and certain death. I'm going back to reading the, some of the little boxes that talk more about this thing. Um, so that was the first one. This is the second one. Once upon a time, an unfortunate event took place. A pup which was able to see at birth was allowed to live, and after 3 nights it disappeared. Everyone then believed that it would return in 3 years' time. They were so afraid that they fled their farm, but that alone was not enough to solve the problem. A man advised them to let plenty of light into the house and to position mirrors all around before the pup rose to the surface of the earth once more. And so they did. The puppy appeared at the expected spot and on the expected day, and of course saw no one but itself in the mirror. It died immediately and was burned to a cinder. I heard the story for the first time in the Ostorflum district around the year 1835. John Nordman, 1820 to 1877. Once upon a time, a puppy was born which could see at birth, and no one took the trouble to kill it. As legend has it, such a freak of nature should be burned alive immediately after birth, otherwise it would disappear into the earth after 3 nights have passed, but resurface at the exactly the same place in 3 years' time, killing the first thing it sees. The puppy did indeed disappear, and the farmer was terrified. He decided to build a house over the spot and place mirrors inside. He then sat down to keep watch. After 3 years had come and gone, the puppy did come back and was then about the size of a wether. But when it saw itself in the mirror, it dropped down dead. An old woman told me that such puppies fed on corpses in churchyards. 1845 to 1918. And that is a story about such a creature known as the hay wormling. Well, I hope you enjoyed this, and be sure to Come back next time as we meet up with another creature from Iceland for our 4th episode of Let's Talk Mythology. And this one, oh boy, you'll be sure to know that I will be talking a lot about this thing. Whew. And I wish I could get some pictures of it, but sadly I cannot find it online because I would be showing so many. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this 3rd episode of Let's Talk Mythology. If you like this, please like the video and be sure to share them with friends to let them know more about such cultures and fantastic beasts that live in them. And if you really want to see more, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell so you be first to comment and get notifications about when the next episode's coming out. Hope you all love this episode and hope to see you next time as we once again go back to Iceland to meet with monsters. This is Let's Talk Mythology. This is Cryptic Yellow, otherwise known as Mystic Blue, and I'm going to saying, see you guys next time. Bye.